crappy music in the background. Okay, everybody, how y'all doing? Now, I know you're watching this right now wondering what the heck am I doing on Minecraft. I'm putting together a couple of set pieces to, to have some fun with some of the stuff going on YouTube right now. You know me, usually, I don't think I've ever talked about anything on the YouTube, none of the drama crap or anything like that, but this, lately, it's one that I feel kind of strong on. This terms of service thing that's been going on with a lot of the entertainers on our little site getting their videos demonetized for controversial content, foul language, all that stuff. I'm sure everybody's heard about it. Everybody's seen 1,000 videos from Philly D and Leafy. Everybody has done them. I gotta say, there's some things I agree with, some things I don't. And it pains me to say that. I'm the kind of person, I believe in freedom. Freedom to do and say whatever you want within boundaries. You shouldn't be out there, killing all that crud. But you should be free to say and be and do what you want. Be who you are. Now it looks like this channel might be trying to use money and people's pockets to try and censor them. Like I said, some I agree with, which I'll go over in a minute. Some I completely disagree with, and I'm kind of sick to say it. So we'll go over each one, and this is going to be a little long, and try not to make it too preachy or anything, but it might be. Before you flip out and start sitting there typing your comments up with hate, please listen to the whole thing. If you want to have a discussion about it, that's what the comments are for. Twitter, anything. So, let's get down to it. Okay. One of the main things I actually do kind of agree with is the foul language usage and I want to call it the bullying part. That part to an extent, but the foul language I kind of do agree with. People always say the YouTube was the Wild West, but even the Wild West got tamed. You got to look at it like regular cable TV, your standard cable, or a PG-13 movie, as a lot of people like to say they want a PG-13, and there's really nothing wrong with that. They don't want people running around and saying, a million foul, nasty things in there, and yet it is censorship in a way. It's also just expecting the creator to kind of control his language while here. Now, in a little bit, I'll go over some things to kind of allow creators to say and do whatever they want in that respect. But they don't want it rated R. That's why the no nudity, which you have to agree with. None of the sexual stuff that's just doesn't belong on this kind of site. There's sites for that if you want to find that stuff. Now, onto the cursing and all, and how to fix it. If we're going to look at this like your standard cable, there are actually things already here that happen to people, and you can actually click on in the advanced settings when you're making a video. Mainly what I'm talking about is the over 18 only. A lot of creators hate to use it. So what YouTube could do, and I'm sure the advertiser would love this, if you click on that, advertisers out there, certain ones who direct towards the over 18 people, like alcohol, horror movies, the harder movies that are rated R, stuff like that, those kind of advertisements could automatically go on if a creator clicks on the over 18. This way he gets to keep his monetization, and other advertisers can use it. They can say, okay, this is over 18, I can put this kind of stuff on here and not risk looking bad. The other thing, which it's not as good, is YouTube Red. If you look at YouTube Red, you can look at it like the pay cable, the paid channels. On their creators, if they're a YouTube Red creator, lock it in the YouTube Red only. They can have a little button that says YouTube Red only. And then people that have the subscription can go on, and it's more controlled. They can watch and do and say and anything they want there. they're the ways I could see fixing it and keeping monetization and keeping everybody happy. Now on to the regular stuff. Even the PG-13, if that's what YouTube's trying to do, you can say certain curse words without a problem, and you're even allowed I think it's one F word per movie. So they got to be a little more lenient in this. Another thing they can do is change the way the automated system works. If somebody's video is flagged because in the tags or something like that, a word kicks up that says, "Oh, this video may not be appropriate," don't automatically demonetize it. Review it. Have a human being review it. Nobody loses their money, and yet a video may be up for a day where it shouldn't be. But don't automatically take somebody's money away. It's not really that good, and a lot of the creators are going to start leaving. They're going to start getting upset and saying, you know what, I can't pay the bills anymore. Now, people already think that creators shouldn't make money for what they do, but then should an actor, or should a movie person, or should a news reporter, or should any of those people make money then? Because that's basically what we're doing. We're doing the same job they do, just in a different way, on a different forum. Okay, now like I said, I do agree with them watching, the cursing and all that. I've shown a way that YouTube and creators can still do their thing. Now onto what I don't agree with. Censoring people because topics are controversial, or political, or any war content. They are things that we as humans, if we stop discussing, stop talking about them, start ignoring them, start censoring them, they won't get out there, and we will not learn. We will not show people. I guess if they're worried about kids, well, guess what? You can't baby kids. You can't sit there and not teach them anything, because they'll never grow and never mature. If you're only showing one opinion, one type of opinion on things, that's what they're going to think everything. They're not going to learn. They're not going to see other people's opinions. It's not going to help them formulate their own opinion. I know I just said opinion a lot. We should make it a drinking contest. You can't do that. If everything was censored, if everybody held their opinion in throughout all of human history, where would we be right now? I could tell you this. Women wouldn't be voting. The Irish, the blacks, and other people would still be enslaved because people would have held their opinion on it, or they would have been silenced immediately. No. This is what we do as humans. We talk about things. We figure it out. We learn. We grow. We start to change. We evolve. You're not allowing it. That's wrong. It's stupid. And it's going to get us nowhere. If people are talking about things that are controversial and they're doing it in a mature way, or even a funny, humorous way, because you know what? Humor helps. It's okay. They're not sitting there spouting, kill all this type of person, or do that. If they're just discussing it and showing their opinion, there's nothing wrong with that. There's a saying out there. It says, it takes a village to raise a child. Well, right now in our new modern technological world, this is the new village. And we're helping each other grow, change, learn. This is our village now. It can't be controlled like that. The other thing's got to stop is the hypocrisy of this all. You have certain channels that are out there, and their content, by these terms of service, should be banned, should be stopped, should be censored, should be whatever it is. Whatever they would do, demonetized, over 18, flagged. You have guys like one of the Steve-O. Some of his content, it's brutal. It's way, way above anything that some of these people will be demonetized have been doing. You got another guy, he almost cut his fingers off playing homemade fruit, live action Fruit Ninja. His video is not over 18, not demonetized, and they show everything in it. That's okay because they bring in a lot of ad revenue. They have millions and millions of subscribers. They're making the money. That, and I hope I don't get anything for it, is not good. It's stupid. It's literally censorship through money, but allowing these people to get away with it. Haves and have nots, whatever you want to call it. Another one I've seen is people that are getting attacked for questioning certain groups out there, Black Lives Matters, feminism. If you question them, if you talk about some of the more extreme parts of them, because there's some parts that are good about them. You know, some of the people that believe in it are not terrible people, but some are so brutal and so extreme and so over the top. But lately, if you question it, it's another reason they'll demonetize you. You're going against SJWs, going against these people. That's liberal fascism. Two words that you should never thought would be used together, but they are. The liberals, which I guess I kind of am one to a point, but the over-the-top extremist type are suddenly developing this thing against people, against anybody that talks negatively or against what they believe in. That's fascism. That's not okay. Really not. That's gotta stop, and it shouldn't be supported. This should be an open and free place where we can discuss our ideas. That's what originally it was. And if it's going to start being controlled like this, then people might have to start looking for other places to go to discuss these comments, discuss these topics. Why do I think it might be happening? There's some stuff going on in the real world that YouTube might be trying to get ahead of. A little bit of conspiracy stuff, I guess, but there's talks that the UN might be taking over the internet. And if they do, they already said it. They're pretty much going to ban free speech. And the only point of view is what they call a globalistic point of view. Will be allowed to be talked about. Everything else will, I guess, not banned, but won't be supported. You know, they won't put it into Google searches, which they've already stopped doing for a lot of people and a lot of different subjects if you ask about them. That's basically it. That's my point of view. I've already gone on long enough about this crap. That's just what I had to say. Now, tomorrow, I'll be putting out some of this stuff that I'm building right now. Be showing what it was for. You guys probably won't like it. You'll probably, ignore it anyway. But, whatever. Thank you. If I've never asked this before, but if you agree, please hit the thumbs up. Please share this. I know that I'm probably going to get a little bit of hate. I don't have a lot of viewers, so I'm not too worried about it. And what do they say? Anybody paying attention, any kind of attention at least. But I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to get on that way. That's why I don't really do these kind of commentaries. But this one I had to. This one's very, very important to me because I got a kid, and a lot of us do have kids, and we don't want them growing up in a society where every point of view and every thought they have is basically told shut up because it's not our point of freaking view, and that's not the way it should be. And we gotta start standing up and thinking about this. Even if you people think it is a small thing, understand it's not, because it's the beginning of something not good. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. Let's get right to the news.
Huh. Huh.